Hello, welcome to ranch. Many people count their garden by how many plants, but that's just not how food works. But food isn't measured by tight rows or beds, it's measured in usable pounds. How much food does a plant actually give you? How long does it last? And how many mouths can it feed? Today, I want to take a look at that question honestly. Not the most plants, not the prettiest garden, just this. How much can a single plant actually produce? Let's start with an outlier. Pumpkins, giant squash. There's nothing in annual gardens that can even compare. Squash is just amazing what it can do. One plant, one vine, some of those can produce hundreds of pounds of food from a single plant. Often much more. You look at what some of those people that grow those giant pumpkins are doing. They're getting over a ton, 2,000 pounds with just one plant. We're not going to replicate that without a ton of work, but it's not unreasonable at all to see that we could get several hundred pounds from just one plant. And what matters isn't just the size, but how that food exists. Squash, it stores, doesn't demand immediate processing or a daily harvest, feeds people, feeds animals. The seeds are edible, the flesh is dense with usable calories. This is food that waits for you. That's why these giant squash can break people's sense of scale. It's just not only productive, it accumulates entire season of sunlight, water, and growth all into one place. Squash isn't just the top of our list, it's a freaking cliff. There's just nothing out there like it. It's just amazing what that single annual plant can produce. Beets, including table beets, fodder beets, mangels, and sugar beets. These aren't novelty crops. They're not bred for tenderness or presentation or that gourmet meal. They're bred for pure volume. One plant gives you a large edible root, and edible greens as well. In the case of the mangels and sugar beets, those roots can get very large. They can get downright huge at around 30 pounds. They aren't always delicate. Some can get really tough. They're not good for on your salads. They can be about like eating a tree branch or something. But historically, people didn't eat them that way. They were boiled, stewed, mashed, fermented. They fed families and livestock from the same field. This is honest food, practical food. Beets don't shock you like a squash. Quietly prove that a garden doesn't need to be fancy to be productive. Once squash resets your sense of scale, something interesting happens. You start to notice how much food many ordinary plants actually produce. Single tomato plant can give you 20 to 40 pounds of food in a season. Cucumbers often do the same. Swiss chard can give you pounds and pounds of edible leaves from one plant. harvested over time. Upwards of 20 pounds in some cases. Eggplants, they surprise people. None of these are monsters. None of them compete with squash. But that's not the point. The point is this. It doesn't take many plants to grow a lot of food. Most gardens fail because people underestimate what one well-chosen plant can do. When you stop counting plants, start counting usable food, that's when a garden changes. A few plants quit looking small. A small space no longer looks limited. And your food starts to feel less fragile. This isn't about growing everything. It's about growing enough. Thank you for watching. Check back in on me from time to time. I'm always up to something new.